Ráno, ano. Ano, yes. Dobré. Good.
Ráno.
Morning. Ráno, morning. Have a nice weekend. Dobré. Hezký víkend. Hezký weekend. Hezký accent marks that it's long. Same on the E. Weekend. I think neuter. Hezký.
Dobré odpoledne.
Dobré odpoledne. Good afternoon. Odpoledne. Have a nice week. Dobrý, long. So this is probably an accusative. Weekend, because it's the thing that you're wishing the person. Thing wished. Dobrý víkend. Hezký. Nice weekend. Hezký, nice.
Děkuji a hezký víkend.
Děkuji.
Děkuji. A. Hezký. Víkend.
Weekend. And nice weekend. Děkuji.
Děkuji a hezký víkend.
Děkuji. So I think this E with the V-shaped accent shows that it's a ye, pre-vowelized. Děkuji.
Děkuji a hezký víkend.
Děkuji a hezký víkend.
Dobré ráno.
Dobré ráno, good morning.
Ráno a odpoledne.
Ráno.
Ráno. A. Odpoledne.
Odpoledne. So this D written one, the first one, sounds voiceless.
Ráno a odpoledne.
Odpoledne. This one I think is voiced.
Ráno a odpoledne.
Odpoledne. With the N next to it. So morning and afternoon is the meaning.
Dobré odpoledne.
Dobré odpoledne.
Ano a ne.
Ano a ne. Yes and no.
Ano. A. Ne.
Hezký víkend.
Hezký, nice.
Ano a ne.
Yes and no. Let's see. Hezký víkend.
Hezký víkend.
To be plural.
Jsme velcí.
JSME. So a written ya sound,
Jsme velcí.
but I can't hear.
Jsme velcí.
C, and the C is a ts, even with the following E, not vowelized. Sme velcí, we are big. Plural, velc, velcí.
Velcí. Jsme malí.
We are
Malí.
small, mali. That's easy. To remember, just associate it with our word small. Chop off the first one. Sme mali. We are small. Sme mali.
Jsme malí.
Mali. Sme mali.
Jsme velcí kluci.
See. Okay, kluk for boy. So plural here, klukci, vowelized historically. It's dental now. Velci. We are big boys. And it's adjective first, then the noun.
Jsme ženy.
Jsme ženy. Kind of an odd question. Are we women? So the plural marker is on the noun is that Y. Are we women? It's just two words in Czech. The verb form with that suffix tells you who the subject is.
Jsme malí muži.
Malí muži. Men. Jsme, we are small men. Malí muži. So the marker on the agreement one on the adjective is a long vowel. Same quality as the suffix marker on the noun, but not the same length. Quantity.
Dobrá žena.
Dobrá žena, feminine singular, I think. So we'd say a good woman. Or maybe it's better the good woman, I think.
My jsme ženy.
My jsme ženy. Now, do we hear it as a diphthong?
My jsme ženy.
My jsme ženy. We are. Right. So I was gonna say we can associate that with the Esperanto, but it's ni for we. We are women. Are we women? My ženy. Jsme ženy. Ženami.
Jsme malí kluci.
Jsme malí kluci. Jsme, we are. Malí kluci, plural, small boys. We are little boys. Jsme malí kluci.
Jsme malí kluci.
Malí kluci. So the short one tends to lower.
Kluci.
Kluci. But
Malí.
malí. The long vowel stays higher. We are little boys will be jsme malí kluci. Jsme malí kluci. And the pronoun can be there too. Spelled just like mine. We are jsme little boys. Very same word.
My jsme ženy.
My jsme ženy. Modified Z for je. And the suffix. My jsme ženy. Yes, we are men. Ano, my jsme muži, right? Ano, jsme muži. We are men, jsme muži. We are a man and a woman. Yeah, no direct word for a. So we are, we'll just say jsme muž. Is that the singular? And then a or e. What's it? Žen. Žena. Not z, but modified z. Click down here. Short vowel on the noun. So we could also say my jsme muža žena. Sme, rather. Sme, we are big. Velcí with a long vowel there. Sme velcí. Big.
Jsme mladé a hezké.
Mladé a hezké. Two adjectives. We are mladé,
Mladé.
young and nice. So it's got to be a plural ending shown. The verb is plural. We are. We are young,
Mladé.
plural, and nice, plural.
Hezké.
Pretty.
Hezké.
I am sad. Young and pretty as well. Okay.
Jsme malé a hezké ženy.
We are small and pretty women. Ženy, plural.
Jste děti.
Jste děti, a new word. The jste will be you, plural. That is a question. Are you? And that's gonna.
Děti.
Oh, wow. Děti.
Děti.
So I think it might be related to the word child.
Děti. Jste. Děti.
If the
Děti.
is from palatalization of an old feeler. Plural of dítě. Dítě from dětěn. Or děten. Děte, child. Okay, from the same root as female. Giving a fe sound in Latin. I believe it's one possible. Anyway, yeah, this verb. Okay, for child. Not an old gia. Are you children?
Jste hezké holky.
Holky. Hezké. You are. Pretty girls, I think. Okay, so these are agreeing, but very different endings. A, long A on the adjective, agreeing with plural holke.
Jste hezké holky.
Spelled as that high central one, but to me sounding just like an E.
Jste hezké holky.
Jste hezké.
Jste hezké holky.
I think the Z is devoicing in contact with the K.
Vy jste velké holky.
Jste velké holky. V with the pronoun you, plural, are pretty girls. Big girls. Velké. Okay, velcí in the plural, velké here. For big. And the language is Czech. So, in some contexts, like here, velk with the ending a, there's an alternate form for the plural velts. And I wouldn't want to say that this was two morphemes here. Could see it here. Vel, a thing, like a truncated version of this, and then ts as a separate thing coming on there, but I don't think that's quite it. So there's an adjectival thing, meaning big. And the dash just shows where the ending is going to come on to that stem. Ending varies depending on person, number, well not, yeah, person for the verb, not here. It's going to be singular, plural is the difference, is one difference we've seen it in, we could see it in others. The endings will show whether it's masculine, feminine, or neuter, gender. You are pretty big girls, rather. Velké. And the C is a ts sound, remember. This is not a k or a ch sound, but ts in Czech. You are big children. So it could be v, sti, big, velcí, velké děti. Vy jste velké děti.
Jsme malé.
Jsme malé. Are we small? Are you children? Jste děti.
Vy jste velké děti.
We are okay. Big. We are big. You are rather big children. You are girls and we are boys. That's gonna be v. Vy holky, right? A my jsme kluci. So, kluk in the singular, palatalized, just as an arbitrary name for the old shift. It's now a dental. Kluk, kluci, but it must have been, I think, velar in the underlying form. Versus here, holke, with the written central vowel, is not shifted to its. It might not be a very good comparison. Maybe the holk part is a much more recently arisen word, and klutz is old. I don't know.
Vy jste malé.
K is not always equal to another K. Vy jste.
Vy jste malé.
Jste malé with long final there. Doesn't mean male, means small plural. It might be the male form. Masculine rather. You are pretty girls. Vy jste. Jste. Hezké holky. It is, yeah. Pretty girls. Jste hezké holky. Are you little girls? Jste mala girls. Malé holky. Alright, this is instructive. Malé. So I'll use a dot where the stem ends and the ending begins. Holky means you are pretty girls. So that's the agreement in this case. Not looking too similar. Historically, maybe the now written Y comes from an old short eh. Be a pair like the others, like the long ah, short ah, for adjective and noun. So here's the adjective. The first word in this phrase. This is be to plural. Oh, it's you were small girls. Little. Little agreement there at the end, and then girls here with agreement. We are big men and big women. Sme. Big is velcí muži. Jsme velcí muži, and big women velké ženy. Same pattern here. Velké, velk stem, long a suffix, ženy. So means big women. So žena is very likely a feminine word. The old Indo-European one is neuter though, so treat that with caution. Actually, I don't want to draw too much from that. This is a very old word. We have it in queen in English, a relative form, and the gune of ancient Greek. Gune, gunaikos. And Irish banmra is relative of this one.
Jsme mladé a hezké.
Jsme mladé a hezké. We are mlada.
Mladé.
Young and pretty.
Vy jste velké holky.
Stay, you plural are velké, big girls. So, what else have we not seen in a while?
Ja, det
Okay, high tone. Okay, then the apostrophe for glottal stop. In this high tone syllable, the vowel colors the fricative to them. Sh.
er شما
Thank you, mother. Goodbye. Hakone. Hakone. Go. See, or a long vowel, but with different tones on them. Ne. Glottal stop. Hakone.
Ja, det
Hakone. Oh, hit the enter too soon. Shima. Shima is my mother. Hakone. Shima.
يأتي شمة
Yate. Shima. Hello, mother. Thank you, my mother. Shima. Shima. High tone at the end. Yate. Shima. Oh, these are high toned. Shima. Yate. Shima. See you later, mother. Hakone. Shima. See you later. Hakone. Shima. Peso, currency, the dollar, but coming from the word peso. And yashi, all meaning coins, so little pesos, little dollars, coins. Okay, so noteworthy, head noun first. Peso, I suppose, can't say for sure that it's a noun. In Spanish it is, but that doesn't mean that it is in Navajo, in this construction here. Yashi, yashi, meaning little, and then is there an agreement marker there? Do ishi that I do not know. I'd love to tell you. It's gonna be one dime. Okay. A dime with a D, an Yes, okay, should have looked at that more. Shitso, nickel. Meaning red one, right? Yellow. Chi, that's the penny. The red one, the penny. Quincy. 15 cents. Guess where that's from. Nakiya. Naki is 20, right? No, it's 2. It's like the old 2 bits, right? 2 bits making up a quarter. Ya. The whole phrase, the whole expression means 25 cents. So ya for the bits. Naki is the word 2. $0.15. Quincy. Shichi peso yashi. Coins. Shichi is the red. Penny coin. The whole thing means 1 cent. So it's red peso, which is small. 1 cent. Okay. Nickel. The yellow one. Shitsu. 1 cent. Okay, it was just small peso, which is red, right? Chi peso. Yashi. Dime starts with a D. Do ishi. So that G looks like it's shared with another word. Oh, and we've got that. I think T and then Bart L with the apostrophe is all a single consonant, but I'm not sure. Here, the penny, it's the red one. The chi is, and coins is peso yashi, little pesos. 5 cents. Nakiya, nakiya. And ishi is a dime. Da, sae, peso. Numeral 1. Going first, and then noun or the unit word. Dollar. Money. Okay. It's not 10. Ashtla'ada. So 50 peso. $50. Or $15. Star yard. Star is 6 basically. So it's 6 bits, 3/4, 75 cents. Tatin do bi'a na kipeso. Do tatin. 3 and bi'an. Oh, do bi'an is furthermore 2. $32. So tatin. Oops, yeah, that's the whole thing. As it should, but the structure is 30. Do beyond. I don't know what the word categories are here, but these two together meaning beyond that. Also, na ki is the numeral 2. 30 and 2, and then the unit pesos, dollars. D is for ya bits, so 50 cents, 2/4. 53. Oops, look a little closer there. What do I mean by bits? You may have heard the old, don't know what to call it, not much of a lyric per se, but it's part of a jingle, I think, like an ad jingle. Shave and a haircut. And a hair. So an advertised service there. And then the price. 2 bits means 25 cents. Where does that come from, that word bit? So an older kind of currency. I haven't heard it in modern English myself. Maybe it still exists somewhere in the country. But it's preserved in that song, which is probably about a century old at least. Not song, jingle, whatever. But bits. If I just say well, not here. It's probably not the very first one. Binary digit. Bitcoin. It could be from the verb byte, right? Meaning a small piece of a thing. Coin. Bit. Southern and southwestern states. Small silver coin. Formerly current. Present in the past. Commonly one worth about 12.5 cents. So the sum of 12.5 cents. And then twice that is exactly 25. So the value of a quarter measured in this old coin was 2 bits. Kind of meaningless if you don't know that. Arbitrary string of words. Shows you how much 25 cents was worth a century ago or whatever. Shit. $15. And so that bit is how I'm reminding myself of the meaning. That's how the Navajo word is counting there. As if bits were the basic unit there. $15 is Ashtlaada, right? Peso there. Ashtlatin peso, that's $50. $1 Tasla'it peso. Tasla'it peso, $1. Tasla'it peso. Shimasanit tasla'it peso peholo. My grandmother has $1. And over, right, for combining the numbers, numeral words. Do, bi, and over. So like moreover. In addition to that, my maternal grandmother has $1. Shimasane, etc. D, ya, so D means 4. 4 bits means 2 quarters. 50 cents is the meaning. Okay, good.
Oni jsou staří.
Okay, JSOU for they are. Oni, the pronoun they. Staří, old. They are old. Let me step away for just a moment. Leave you with associate. Transit.
車、
車、タクシー、
タクシ
電車、
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 車、
車、アップステップ、
ー、タクシ
タクシー。car、タクシー、
タクシ
電車、
ー、電車、
ー、
車、
車、
あなたの車は小さいです。
あなたの車は小さいです。Your car is small. 電車、
電車、タクシーには乗りません。
タクシーには乗りません。Okay, so we have superficially we can describe it as a sequence of particles. But I don't think that's the best way to look at it. You have takushi ni. So with the taxi as like a goal or location, location or goal, takushi ni. Here the verb is noru, to either to get on a vehicle or to ride a vehicle. That's what we'll be talking about, right, in the comment part of the sentence. Norimasen. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Okay, and so we need to be aware of the verb to interpret the ni there. That's the thing into which we climb, the vehicle into which we climb, or in which we ride. And this postpositional phrase, anyway, a nouny phrase, is the topic, made the topic by wa. However you want to view it. Wa there shows that that's what the speech is about. The
には
utterance,
乗りません。
I don't ride them. I don't. Not my most elegant entry. Stagi, they are old.
Oni jsou zvířata.
Oni jsou zvířata. Means they are. Okay, is that animals?
Zvířata.
Jsou to stará zvířata.
Jsou to stará zvířata. They are to.
To.
Okay. To for the pronoun. Non-human, I guess. Not oni. And in second position, the verb first. Not a question, though. Interesting. Stara, old animals.
Jsou stará.
So, okay, it's a silent J. Alright, it's just too subtle for me to hear it.
Jsou stará.
Stara. Let's hear the accent marks, not that it's high, but long. Stara, they're old.
Oni jsou staré.
Oni jsou staré. Are they human? And staré, old. Are those old animals? Okay, those. One zvířata. One holky stará. To jsou stará zvířata. Yeah. Makes more sense.
Jsou oni staří.
Oni staří. Are they? Staří. Old. Different gender. Are they old? Oni jsou staří. So oni staří with inversion.
Oni jsou staří.
Oni jsou staří. Question with subject first. Are they old? They are old men. Oni jsou staří muži. Oh, to jsou staří muži. Interesting. Staří and ž. I'd like to hear that difference in sound.
Oni jsou zvířata.
Here we have that R with a V-shaped accent.
Oni jsou zvířata.
Zvířata. Oni jsou zvířata means they are animals.
Oni jsou zvířata.
They are old. Oni jsou staří. Oni jsou staří. Okay. Oni jsou with that. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing it. I'm glad it shows me several forms here. This one before E has the accented R. The others have a plain R. Stare. Oni jsou staré. So it's showing up what was at least at one time a palatalized R. Or we could have used oni, so staří. So one's got to be masculine, one feminine. I can't quite discern which is which. Are they old? It's oni, so. Gee, so you. Stare here, right? Or oni with E and E agreement. Right, that's the pattern. Long E to short I. Long A, adjective agreeing with short E sound.
Nejsme muži, ale ženy.
Nejsme. Alright. And fusion with the negative.
Nejsme muži, ale ženy.
We are not men. Ale will mean but. B-U-T, women. Nejsme muži, ale ženy. Old English had fused negative verbs like this. That's where our willy-nilly comes from. Nil means meant at one time, does not want.
Jsou to malá zvířata.
Jsou to malá zvířata. Okay, to for they, I think non-human, so no, or male. Same thing. Malá, meaning small, zvířata, animals. And the so tells me plural, they are. It's a question, are they animals?
Nejste děti.
Nejste, plural, you are not. Děti, children.
Nejsou ženy.
Nejsou ženy. They are not, rather. They aren't ženy, women. Okay, ženy. Okay, I think I see the pattern. Mužovi v bratři. You are not men but boys. Nejste muži, ale kluci. There it is.
Ne, nejsme.
Ne, nejsme. We are not. This nejsme all goes back to Indo-European. Quite transparently. Nejsme means we are not. And the not, ne, in Indo-European is reflecting the zero grade of the verb es or hes to be, and then me marks first person plural. Not. So that's negator word there, plus root B plus first plural. Nejsme. So here, I mean, it's that root, not that specific form, but a variant. Not be one plural. So compound verb, basically. They are not little girls. Oni nesou, or refuse there, nesou. Little girls, malé, small, right? Holki, plural, girl. Plural girl, looks good. Oni, next, malé, so that long A for feminine plural agreement. Plural for Y on the noun itself. That's the feminine, Y and E.
Ony nejsou malé holky.
They, nejsou malé holky, are not small girls. Aren't you is going to be nejste.
Nejsme ženy.
Jsme ženy. We are not. Wait a minute. They are small animals. It's going to be that to form for the collective. To jsou malá zvířata.
To nejsou malá zvířata.
To jsou malá zvířata. So this would be the neuter plural pattern, I think. Zvířata, right? E long and then like that. No. Should be a V. Nejsou. Oh, okay. Zvířata.
To nejsou malá zvířata. To nejsou malá zvířata.
To nejsou malá zvířata. We are not men, but women. Okay. Nejsme muži, ale ženy. That first one.
Jsou to malá zvířata?
Jsou to malá. It's written there. You write English. Malá, small animals. Are they small animals?
To nejsou malá zvířata.
So, nejsou. Okay, nejsou is interesting. They are not. So, same type of word. With different subject. This one would come from ne, meaning not. Root of S. That's all reconstructed. That's what the asterisk marks. And then the ending here, ont. Nexunt. Nessunt. So the structure there, piece by piece, neg prefix. It's really a fused word. It's not a prefix per se, but the first component of this compound or fusion, and then the root B at the center. And ont means third plural. And the Slavic languages went through a phase where they were open syllable only. So this original cluster there vocalized, it seems, in the history of Czech, prehistory.
To nejsou malá zvířata.
Small. And adjective that needs to agree with the noun that it's modifying. And the dominant pattern, so far, still pretty early in the course, zvířata, is that you have a long vowel at the end of the adjective, but it's the same quality as the marker on the noun itself, short vowel. The exception there is the feminine, where it's So an accented letter E, long E for the adjective, and a short letter Y for the noun. Right. Greetings in Spanish.
La señora Sánchez es mexicana.
La señora Sanchez. So, grammatically, probably for this noun phrase, the subject, really, the Miss Sanchez doesn't work in English to say that. But it's really article, adjective, noun. So it's one of the small number of adjectives. Yeah, it's a comparative in Latin, the elder, the older one. Feminine art. So, I mean, you could also regard it as the head noun.
Señora.
Nice ambiguity there. But anyway, we would say just Miss Sanchez. Senor, let's put Ms. Sanchez. It's a letter Z, but an S sound, voiceless. Es mexicana is Mexican. And ending A is agreement. These
La
words have the
señora.
The name does not. The name doesn't inflect that way. And the adjective here, the nationality, agrees back with that.
Hola, señorita Pérez.
Hello. Señorita, Miss, specifically young, Pérez, name. Again, Z letter, but S sound.
La señora Sánchez es mexicana.
Miss Sanchez is Mexican. La señora Sánchez es mexicana.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Good evening. Hola, buenas tardes. Afternoon.
Tardes. Gracias. Hasta luego.
See you later. Thanks. See you later.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Sí, hasta mañana.
Sí, yes. Hasta until mañana, tomorrow.
¿Cómo está usted, señor Albert?
So, usted is interesting because the form of it and the grammatical value is that it's a third
Usted.
singular word, but the meaning is you. So, meaning is second person, but the form and agreement that it triggers is third person. And I think that's elegantly explained, and it is easy to remember also if you just note that the usted, what it comes from, is a phrase meaning your grace. So language Spanish. Usted means you, formal. The more polite, more deferential way of saying you, rather than tú, which is the intimate. And it comes from an older, it's a contraction, grammaticalization of an older vuestra merced, your grace. So it's a polite way to say you might use with nobility. And that's why, but grace is a noun, so that's why it's grammatically a third person agreement. Your grace is looking radiant. Not your grace are. We say you are, but your grace is. We would in English. It's not really part of my American language experience, but my understanding is that's how it would have been in a more deferential society.
¿Cómo está usted, señor Albert?
Está means is, basically, but with usted we will say how are you? Señor, Mr. Albert. His Germanic name.
¿Cómo está usted, señor?
The Bert part means bright.
¿Cómo está usted, señor?
Como, this one meaning how, is accented. There's also an unaccented word meaning like. Como, and then está is accented. Usted
¿Cómo está usted, señor?
Señor, sir. Yeah, with no name, we will say sir in English. But if there's a name with it, this is the very same word, señor, we will say Mr. ¿Cómo está usted? How is your grace, my senior?
Adiós, señorita Pérez.
Adiós, señorita Pérez. So, bien y tú makes no sense. Fine and you. But hasta luego, señorita Sánchez. As he's saying adiós is most appropriate. See you later.
¿Cómo está usted, señor?
I like that they're getting us ready to see bits of discourse longer than single sentences. Very useful to extract information linguistically from your surroundings. ¿Cómo está usted, señor? The accented N is a ña. Single consonant. Gracias, hasta luego. De nada, hasta mañana. Hola, por favor.
Buenas tardes, señora.
Evening or afternoon, miss, madam, Ms. No exact English equivalent there. Buenas tardes, señora. Respectful female, ma'am. Yeah, it's a little old-fashioned, but I've used it. See you tomorrow, Mrs. Rivera. Hasta mañana. Mañana. First one palatal, second dental. Señora Rivera. Good evening, buenas tardes, always plural. As though talking to more than one person. ¿Cómo está usted? ¿Cómo está also accented? Usted. Questions. Well, let's do plural.
My jsme mladé.
Mladé, that means young. My jsme, we are young.
My jsme hezcí.
My jsme hezcí, we are pretty. So hesk, basic stem form, mutated to its before e.
Oni dobří nejsou.
She, nejsou. Oni, they, then the verb last year. So you have a lot of word option choices in Slavic. Because the words are all inflected, they tell you their value no matter where they stand in the sentence. But much freer than Germanic and Romance seem to be on the whole. Dobří are good. They are not, rather. Nejsou, that fused one. They are not. Dobří, good. And I think that's masculine, plural.
Ti kluci jsou hezcí.
Ti kluci. So it looks like those boys. So, hezcí are pretty.
Hezcí.
Those are these. T.
Ti.
Those boys are handsome.
Ty hrady jsou velké.
Ty hrady jsou velké. Hrady is new.
Hrady. Hrady.
Those castles are velké, old. Right? No, it's not old. Velké. Big. Velké ženy. Okay, so this is a feminine
Velké.
castle, plural. Castles are big.
Ti lidé jsou velcí.
Ti lidé jsou velcí. Alright, a new pattern emerges here. Lidé looks feminine, but this is on the
Lidé.
people. So it looks like Leute, Greek laos, Lyut, I think in Russian, for people. Which is always plural, never singular, referring to a group of masses of people. Are velcí big? Those people are big. Yes, they are castles. Ano. To jsou hrady.
Jste dobří.
Jste dobří. You are good. Those castles are big. Hrady. Ty hrady jsou velké. Ty hrady jsou velké.
Mladé ženy a staří muži.
Mladé ženy, young women, a staří muži, and old men. Ženy, staří muži.
Mladé ženy a staří muži.
Staří muži.
Mladé ženy a staří muži.
Staří muži. A lot of shit's going on. Mladé ženy a staří muži.
Mladé ženy a staří muži.
Staří muži. They are good people. Oni jsou dobrý lidé. Oni jsou. Oops, gotta look at the first part of the sentence too. Dobří lidé.
Ti lidé jsou velcí. Ti lidé jsou velcí.
Ti.
Ti
Lidé.
lidé
Those people.
jsou
So, velcí.
velcí.
Big.
Ti lidé jsou velcí.
Ti lidé. Okay, I was hearing a key. I did not recognize. Lidé jsou velcí. Those men are young and handsome. Ti muži jsou mladí a hezcí. So hezcí recalls German hässlich, but that means ugly, opposite of attractive, pretty handsome. Hesk and hestz are the stem forms there. Was that the one we noted at all? Velk and velts, meaning big. Same alternation. Very likely the same alternation. Hesk, if it's any vowel other than E spelled I. And hestz. So it's not really two morphemes here on the right side. They're just variant forms conditioned by the following vowel, I think, from the little amount of data we've seen. This one means attractive. We are handsome. Me sme, and it's that hesti. Me sme hesti. There it is. You are good. Vy jste dobří. Jste dobří. They are good people. Oni jsou dobří lidé. Oni jsou dobří lidé. Both with long final vowels. Lidé is a special. No, not one of the classes we've seen yet. But looks more Leute, unknown gender, because it's plural. To me, unknown at least. There. Okay. Let's unwind a bit of Chinese. Get my new input method here. Qhanzi. QHANCI.com. As needed, write them on his pad to get the digital forms. And our topic today, existence. One of my favorite things.
是
Shi. As a room, constructed room.
办
Means manage, take care of. Right? Simplified form. Let's see. How do we write the traditional one? But it's going to be YJ. Wake up. And then in the middle, it's KS ending in a J. There it is. Ban, right? And it means deal with, handle, manage. Yeah. Okay, and the simplification will be shown. Well, suggested here. This is the simplified form. Let's write the traditional. So Y, T, T, and then it's a J shape, 10. Then strength there, which is K for the crossing, S for this shape. And then it's that first component repeated, Y, T, J. Fine. So nowadays we write Li with a little C on either side. That would be KSC, I guess, in this system. But this doesn't retrieve it. Ban, to take care of. Shi. From the right, let's read them. It's liang.
量
It's a measure word, counting word for wheeled vehicles. Ban.
办
When.
问
Ask, inquire. And shi.
是
Shil in Korean.
量
Yeah, wheeled vehicle. Simplified one. The traditional here is, so it's the car, radical, JJ, and then, yeah, M, L, there it is, MLB gets it, Liang. Related to that numeral 2, also Liang. Office is 办公室
办公室
办公室量
量
我们的办公室里有100本书。
我们的办公
办
室里有100本书。
我们的办公室里有100本书。
100本书。
我们的办公室里有100本书。
100本书。So the pen is not strongly prominent there. 100本, but it affects the
百
of these
一
tone changes happening there. And in general, the intonation of the phrase interacts with the tones as well. So inside, it's good to
有
be
理
backward. It's the topic.
理
Inside
是
我们的
我办公
our office. In our office, there are, or we can say it has, there are 100 books. And to count things in Chinese, you need special unit words. So here, 100. 本 is the word you would use to count 书, which means books.
他最近买了一辆新汽车。
The measure word like that is not directly translated
了
usually.
他最近买了一辆新汽车。
一辆新汽车。他最近买了一辆新汽车。She recently bought, 买了 one counter word, new car. Ban. Okay, from left, 亮
亮行
Then at the end, 是
是
here's 半
半
So first one is 五
五
First midday, 是
是
room, 亮
亮
Beautiful vehicles, 松
松
relax or pine, 半
半谁在办公室？
谁在办公室 Who's in the office? 半
半
亮
亮
老
老
Old to be revered, 天
天
是
是
天 is heavy
桌子上有2本书。
day. 桌子上有2本书 Tone interactions in this part.
有
2
本
本 Those are all third. On the table, there are 2 books.
他最近买了一辆新汽车。
Okay, we get to write some.
他最近买了一辆新汽车。
He recently bought a new car. It's the meaning. 他最 we call it the CJ components. This is an A shape on top. Below for the ear, oh, that's not right. Here we do the down ones, the 2 parallel. SJ in CJ, and then an E. A, S, J, E, 最 近 So it's H, M, L. But the first one input is this outer Y enclosure. 近 最近 But I didn't do it too well. Apparently there. 最近买了
他最近买了一辆新汽车。
买 So that would be an N shape. This would be Y, I suppose. And then K for the Da shape. 买了 N, N. 一辆 E is an M stroke. 辆 Okay. Don't know how the simplified 车 is spelled in CJ. But it would be JJ to get this one that I have in the window right now. And then the simplified phonetic component is just an MB with 2 O figures in it. Yeah, 新汽车 was it? Oops.
他最近买了一辆新汽车。
新汽车Yeah, look at the unit. 新 so Y, T stroke, D. T will be left out of the actual input. 新 and it has X, H, M, L. 新 Oh crap, I should have done that. Will that work? Okay, I'm just going to get it a little bit more quickly here with my CJ input.
他最近买了一辆新汽车。
他 OPD. 最 A, S, J, E. 近 is predicted. 买 W, L, B, U, C. L, N, N. 一辆新 Y, D, H, M, L. 汽车 Chi is going to be E for the water. O, N, N. There. 车 predicted. And we got to simplify that. get this 买 and this 辆 and this 车 replacements.
酒店外有一辆出租车。
Topic is outside of the hotel, 酒店外. And the comment tells us there exists one counter taxi. There is a taxi. Better to put that first in English and then place next outside the hotel. So postpositional noun here. The outside of a thing following it.
他的家旁边有一辆汽车。
Here, 旁边 is a side of a thing. 家 house here. Next to her house, there is a car, one car. Next to 家 can also mean family, 家人. Here, the building.
上个月我一共看了9本书。
上个月 that's our topic last month. 我一共看了9本书. I read a total of 9 books. In total last month.
现在办公室里没有人。
现在办公室里没有人. Topic is now. And the comment, in the office, there are no people. Now there's no one in the office.
平张
Counter word for flat objects.
张半平片张片
Photo is 照片.
照片
瓶子.
瓶子
勺子。
照片
片 from right.
张
亮
亮平片
碗。
照片
照片。
偏瓶子
瓶子。我的手机里有1500张猫的照片。
我的手机里有1500张猫的照片. There are 1,500 cat pictures on my cell phone. I want to word bank this. 1,500 photos of cat photos. Yeah. Just a second, we'll just compound it. Yeah, on my phone. Cell phone. 1,000.
1500
平
平
半
半是片张平
瓶子里没有水。
瓶子里没有水. There's no water in the bottle. Yeah.
亮张
Flat objects. 平
平
a counter, a part of a noun. 片
片
a counter, counting word or slice of something.
是
电脑里有我们的照片。
电脑里 in the computer. Topic 有我们的照片. There is our photos. So our photos are on the computer. In the computer. We'll translate it literally. Li there, the third character tells us the inside of a thing.
这里有5张照片。
Generally do use on in English, I think.
这里有5张照片。
张照片 There are 5 pictures here. 这里
这里有5张照片。
这里 the topic, this place. So let's write that, and let's try not to clear it there. 这 is nowadays 1, 2, 3, 4 with a 1 character and this Y closure. 这里
这里有5张照片。
有5张照片。里 we omit the radical from it pertaining to clothing. Just the phonetic. This originally was just a unit distance called a Chinese mile. Now used extended and simplified to mean inside of a thing. 有 to have or to exist in a place. K stroke on top. B shape on the bottom. So 有 to exist. 5 5. 有 why is that going in the wrong place? I moved the cursor. 张 counter. Written with the bow, so that's an N. Would be SMV N for the traditional shape. Here's the, oh, that's too many actually. Just a single descender. 张 照片 照片. The 照 part has a sun A. Then knife S H mouth R. And then 4 dots for fire F. So the input would be ARF. ARF. It's one of a couple. So spelled, and then Pian is predicted. That would be LYN, right? Not quite. 照片. So an L stroke. Oh, I guess it wants LLM and then L. Huh. Interesting. So it disregards that first part, but it's the descender. So, and CJ, L, L, M, and then this L. Oops, not that. 照片,照片,
这里有5张照片。
照片,这里有5张照片。And simplify.
房间里有1张桌子。
房间里 inside the room. Topic. 有1张桌子. There's one table.
桌子上有2个瓶子。
桌子上 place of a thing as the topic. There is 有 2 bottles. 2个瓶子. There are 2 bottles on the table.
这里有5张照片。
5 photos in this place. Here.
瓶子里有什么？
What is in the bottle? It's bottles inside. Topic. 有什么? What exists there? Oh, okay. Levi's here. Welcome. 千里之行始于足下. Very nice. Where's that from? 千里之行. The going of 1,000 li, Chinese miles. 始 begins. 于 is a sort of all-purpose preposition. 足下, the bottom of the foot. Begins where your foot is now. So one critique there, if you don't mind, Levi. I think you would want to know the truth about that at this point. The sixth character in that, yu, is the traditional shape, right? With fang, ren, and then the 2 strokes. This is yu, and the simplified one is not easy to predict, but it's this MD thing. Those were ancient homophones, homophonous words, and synonymous. Oh no, never mind, disregard it. It's the right li. Yeah, there, it's in its original meaning for the character, the unit of distance. So that's all correct. Yeah. If you did you do that from memory, or look it up and then type it in, or just grab it? Not that it matters. Welcome. What's on your linguistic mind today? Oops. But anyway, that's still valid about the U's. So the traditional shape, that's on the left. My goodness. Y-S-O-Y is. U, at, to, from, and so on. Existence, yeah.
鸟、
Looked it up and grabbed it from Wiki. Very nice. Niao, they're pretty well informed. Niao for the bird. And fix an old word. Let's look at the old form. H-A-Y, and then it ends in F, where we have a limit of 4 keystrokes for a holistic figure. So this is Niao, writes the word bird, and it comes from an old picture, a drawing of a bird. Several, along many generations. Here, there's some old, ancient, 1,000-year-old forms. 2 to 3,000 years old. These go 2 to 4, I suppose. For this one, now simplified this way.
一只、
It's a counting expression for animals. So this RC character here simplifies OGE, this one.
一只、
That's good, they're showing the combining tone.
树、
Shu for the tree. Shu, let's input that. D for the first 2 possible strokes there, and then it's G, T, ending in I. D, G, T, I. Shu. And in the modern simplification, the middle is replaced by yo. Bird, yeah.
鸟、
Let's do it from the right. Shu.
树、张、一只、 鸟、
So this bird is a thing you might count with zhi. It's a long-tailed bird to contrast with OG. Exactly. The OG bird figure is the short-tailed one, which we looked at recently. So long-tailed bird here, the regular, unmarked. Oh yeah, it mentions it here also on the wiki page. Bird with a dangling tail, this. Compare U, meaning the crow, which is very similar, of similar origin, and Jui, which originated from a similar image of a bird, but is today rather more abstract. That's recognizable. That was this one. So Jui, the short-tailed one, for instance here. Tree,
树。我们的家里有一只猫。
Topic is in our house.
里
is part of it too. We have a cat. We have one cat. 我们的家里有一只猫 one counter cat. 树So this zhi character I just mentioned, OGE, it depicts a bird, a short-tailed one, in the hand, in the right hand. let's look at that. So it's a suitable, knowing that, recognizing the structure there, helps you remember that it's a word to count birds. It's putting your hand on one, which is kind of what the measure word does. To hold one bird is zhi, to hold two birds is shuang. Oh, we're looking, I want to see the old forms of it. What's coming up? Oh, not there, looks like. Alas, they don't show the old forms for everything. 鸟
鸟亮一只张，你的后面有一只可爱的鸟。
The topic is the place behind you. 你的后面 your rear side. Behind you 有 there is one counter cute bird. Let's look at the structure.
鸟
This de is a really fascinating little word. What it does, nothing short of wonderful, I think. So just a quick rough and ready transliteration. 你的后面 place behind you. Topic for the location, and then yo, there's THRZ. Oh, we're doing, sorry, wrong thing. Yo, not you, but YOU, yo. 一只 is a phrase, numeral, counter. 可爱的鸟, the head noun. So, we've got two does. This one is more interesting. 鸟 is, like I said, our head noun, and the de phrase subordinates other material into that. So, the other information included is this quantity, one of them, and then a quality, 可爱, the fact that it's cute and lovable. And because that 可爱 is more than one syllable, we really need this de to tell us where the noun itself begins, basically. So it also is not directly translatable to English. It's an important bit of structure. Let's use these brackets for a de phrase. All kinds of different things can come before a de. We'll probably see more soon. It's likely the most common character, most frequent. Yeah. Where is it? There
亮
Shoot.
树是鸟一只
树上也有7只猫。
So they say on the tree, where we say in the tree. 也有 there is also 7只猫 7 cats. There are also, by the way, BT dubs, 7 cats in the tree.
现在汽车上有10只鸟。现在汽车上有10只鸟。
汽车上有7只鸟。So topic is telling us the time now. 现在. See the simplified MG, and then it's 见 on the right. Do the enclosure the same, but we simplify the inner structure like that. 现在 is K, L, and then a G. 现在
现在汽车上有10只鸟。
on the car. 气 so E for water, O, M, N. 汽车 in the traditional shape JWJ. Don't quite know how to parse it parse this figure. Alright, so 汽车上, right?
现在汽车上有10只鸟。
10只, there's 10 birds, right? 汽车上, Y-M. The surface of it, on top of it, 有 K-B. 10只鸟. The numeral 10 is J. That. Not the most interesting kanji. Okay, 10只 is written nowadays R-C. And then 鸟. This S enclosure with a dot in it. Bar there, I think. No. Yes, here. Oh, where's that? I miswrote it. I think. Let's check. H-A-Y-F. Simplify. That's it, the same. So that should have been E-R. 3, 4. Oh, no, just 6 strokes for the bird. Okay. So it would be H-S-I-S-M. Not recallable there. 现在汽车上有10只鸟。
现在汽车上有10只鸟。
树下有一只狗。
树下 topic below the tree 有一只狗 there's one dog.
现在汽车上有10只鸟。
现在汽车上有10只鸟。10 birds on the car now.
树上有6只鸟。
The top of the tree has 6 birds. There are 6 birds in the tree. Excellent suggestion. Good. Let's do some Greek. So it's blue and white flag. Family. Parents. Η μητέρα.
Η μητέρα.
That's the think. Just this form was anciently the accusative, now revalenced as a nominative. Used to be an old consonant stem, this mother word, cognate with our word mother, of course.
Οι γονείς.
Gonies, the begetters. O pateras.
Ο πατέρας.
This was the accusative plural, roughly, right? Patras, pateras. Pateras was accusative plural. Some refashioning of those words into modern Greek.
Οι γονείς.
Gonies. The father of pateras.
Ο πατέρας. Το μωρό.
The moron. Lovely. Oh, let me.
Δεν είσαι αδελφός μου.
Then he said the form of it is the same word as our word moron, I think. Where's the origin? Then he said, you are not αδελφός μου. You're not my brother. Το μωρό.
Το μωρό. Οι γονείς και το μωρό.
Gonies Ketomoro, the parents. So this E, Omicron,
Γονείς.
is masculine plural. It goes back to Indo-European oi, hoi. Hoi for soy of Indo-European. The parents, Ketomoro, and the baby. The mother, imitera.
Η μητέρα.
Feminine gender shown by E. The article, the definite article.
Πατέρας και γιος.
Pateras que Dios. The father and the son. Father and son. Dios with the gamma now. It's Dios, this spelling for son. Ancient Greek, it was huios. And that was related to well, it was Indo-European, something like Sunniwas. Sunni was. And our word son in English is connected to this root. It's related to it. Pateras que Dios we got.
Αυτή είναι η αδελφή μου.
Αυτή, she, είναι is, η αδελφή μου, my sister, mu is mine, yeah, she's my sister. And this word adelphos, adelphi, for brother and sister, literally means same womb. It's a Bahubri compound. The womb mate.
Αυτός ο άντρας είναι ο πατέρας μου, ο γονιός μου.
Αυτός ο άντρας, είναι ο πατέρας μου, ο γονιός μου. That man is my father, my parent. Αυτός ο άντρας, single noun phrase, that same man, είναι is, ο πατέρας μου, my father, ο γονιός μου, my parent.
Γιος και κόρη.
Γιος και κόρη, son and daughter.
Αυτή είναι η μητέρα μου και αυτός είναι ο πατέρας μου.
Αυτή είναι η μητέρα μου, she is my mother. Και αυτός είναι ο πατέρας μου, and he is my father.
Ελένη, είσαι η κόρη μου.
Ελένη, είσαι, you are, η κόρη μου, my daughter.
Η αδελφή μου η Ελένη.
Αδελφή μου, so feminine ending means my sister, η Ελένη. My sister, the Eleni, with a definite article. We don't put that in English in that place.
Αυτός είναι ο αδελφός μου.
Αυτός, he, είναι ο αδελφός μου. He is the sharer of the womb with me. He is my brother.
Το μωρό είναι κορίτσι.
Το μωρό, the baby, είναι κορίτσι, is a girl. Word means girl, κορίτσι, but it's neuter gender.
Μητέρα και κόρη.
Mητέρα, mother, και κόρη, and daughter. Father is πατέρας, ο πατέρας.
Ο πατέρας.
The husband, σύζυγος.
Ο σύζυγος.
This has a nice structure. Let you ponder it for a second. Σύζυγος. So sort of middle ground between ancient spelling and modern sound. A, long. Σύζυγος. That's a misspelling, I think, etymologically. I think it would have been in ancient Greek. Zougos. Both upsilon and eta became e for husband. What can you recognize in these two parts? 2 or 3 parts of this word for husband. Zugos. The zeta of Greek really always wrote a cluster, either zda or z. Sudzugos would be probably a better rendering. In modern Greek, it's a voiced fricative, though, like in English. Ogamos, the marriage.
Ο γάμος.
Monogamy, bigamy, polygamy, that root there. Gametes, also.
Η οικογένεια.
Ikogenia, the family.
Ο σύζυγος.
Husband.
Ο γάμος.
Gamos.
Η σύζυγος μου πίνει γάλα.
Sizius mu. See, there it is with the upsilon. Yeah, I think that was just a misspelling earlier. C-Z. So Y for upsilon was an old vowel. Sin and zygote, pretty much, yeah. This zug is Indo-European. Yeah, the su is sin. It loses its nu, the final nasal, before a dental consonant. Sun together with, together or same. And then this is Indo-European yog, join. As in yoga also. Yog in the 0 grade was yug, where the eh dropped out and w vocalizes. Yug. Yog or yug, and yoga comes from the O grade form, likely. Well,
Gala.
Pini. This is okay. No, it's the same word. Look at that. So the yoked together one, the E tells us feminine, so my wife is the meaning. But it's, as far as the form, the noun is the same as the word for husband. Unless that's what the eta upsilon difference is showing us. My wife, Pini Gala, drinks milk. So this is the family, Ikogenia.
Η οικογένεια.
Ikogenia. Is that readable okay on screen?
Αυτός ο άντρας δεν είναι ο θείος μου.
Really zoom in bigger to make the... Oh no, I can't.
Ο.
Maybe that's too much. Αυτός ο άντρας, that man, δεν είναι, is not, ο θείος μου. Not mine. I'm gonna guess that it means uncle, because I know some words derived from it. So, theos, theta for a th. What words do you know, Levi, or anyone watching, that are related to this word for uncle? I know of 2 right away. Other Mediterranean languages. Okay, Levi asks, what did the different vowel grades mean? Well, many. It really just, there's many meanings. The O grade is more marked. It's simpler to enumerate. Excellent question. We're talking about shaving a haircut, and we're also talking about Indo-European. We can also prefix proto to mean that to remind ourselves that it's reconstructed, not directly tested. So what root did we just see? Yog. So you'd get an O grade. Roots and all affixes basically came in different flavors in Indo-European. You had your regular basic shape called E grade, where the vowel was E. So with the root we just mentioned, the joining one, or yoking rather, yog would be the shape in which it would be in a word. But then you also had derivatives of that root in certain verb forms too, where you replace eh with o, yog. So our English word yoke may reflect this one. Yoga of Sanskrit might also reflect the O grade. You can't really tell from just Sanskrit. And this in the verb is associated with the so-called perfect tense, which is really a stative derived verb. Perfect. It's the name of the form. It's just an old label that stuck. But so yoga, that was very often reduplicated. That was one use. And then you have lots of noun derivatives in the O grade. Those are prominent functions there. The 0 grade, you could have noun derivatives too. Oh, that we haven't mentioned that yet. For a 0 grade, you delete that vowel. So it would be, in this case, y, w, g would vocalize to yug. So Sanskrit has a word yuga for the world. It's from the 0 grade. You can have some n nouny derivatives and also certain verbal things where the accent is on a suffix, like participle, say. But there's other things too. These are just the big ones. And your E grade, pretty much everywhere else, this would be in the present tense of many underived verbs. There's also lengthened grades. Long O exists, I guess, marginally, but long E is more important. Lengthened grade, or L grade, we could call it. Lengthened is better. So for this one, I don't know of any words. It would hypothetically be, I don't think it's real, necessarily, yog. In this case, I think it's lacking. And this lengthened one you would see in derived names, I think, would be one place you'd get it. But not really any simple answers to that question. It cuts across the whole language, what the different grades do. So with old noun paradigms, you'd see more than one grade within the same number. Okay, so theos.
Theos.
Theos. Do you know any related words there? Any come to mind? It means uncle.
Είμαστε οικογένεια.
Means we are. Ikogenia, singular, so it's plural pronoun. But then the complement, plural verb, imaste. The noun for collective, we are a family. We are family, you could also say.
Αυτός ο άντρας δεν είναι ο θείος μου. Αυτός, ο άντρας, δεν είναι. Αυτός ο άντρας δεν είναι ο θείος μου. Ο θείος μου. Η θεία μου διαβάζει εφημερίδα.
Εφημερίδα, the newspaper. My aunt reads the newspaper. Η θεία μου διαβάζει εφημερίδα. Is reading a newspaper, yeah. Good. Please consider that a theos word for just a moment. And the vehicle into which we climb, or in which we ride. And this postpositional phrase, anyway, a nouny phrase, is made the topic by wa. However you want to view it. Wa there shows that that's what the speech is about.
には乗りません。
I don't ride them. I don't ride taxis. I don't take would probably be the best English translation for the whole meaning. I don't take taxis, but the verb does not mean take. And the noun is not plural.
タクシーに乗ります。
In Japanese, I mean. Taxi ni norimasu. So, how to write Japanese. So I could add an extension, up here for the Chrome, I think, but it's more instructive for the learner, those of you wanting to learn Japanese, to sort of see it done step by step. And so today I will be using QHANZI, my tool here. Specifically, going to go down the bottom and say Nihongo, the Japanese version. 2 input characters. So it's a writing pad, and we'll see the stroke order in which the characters are to be written. So,
タクシーに乗ります。
norimasu. Takushi is written with katakana, so phonetically. But for the noru, we're going to want a kanji. That's a Chinese character. So, noru's... Yes, thank you.
Ναι. Ευχαριστώ. Ο ξάδερφος μου.
Xaderfos.
Ο ξάδερφος μου.
Male gender for this word. And note that it has two high-toned, two accented vowels. The first one, xaderfos, is the one that belongs there to the word. Greek modern. Xaderfos. Phi. The second one, or the last vowel, is
Ξάδερφος μου.
it triggers that change. I believe, at least it's that way in ancient Greek. Xaderphos. Or xadelphos, cousin. So it recalls that word adelphos for brother. Xa recalls xun to me, but this doesn't tell me the origin. Also with x as the first part. So either L or R, lambda or rho.
Έχεις αδέλφια.
Adelphia. So this looks like a neuter plural
Αδέλφια.
rather than masculine or feminine. Do you have siblings? Yeah. That's pretty cool. So you have a full set, even though they're nouns. Well, are they nouns or are they adjectives? If it's in all three genders, it might as well be an adjective, I suppose. And echis, do you singular have? Adelphia, neuter plural, siblings. Adelphos, brother. Adelphi, sister. So I guess it would be Adelphi in the singular. I don't know. Adelphia in the plural, neuter.
Η Ελένη είναι ξαδέρφη μου.
Eleni είναι ξαδέρφη μου. Eleni is my cousin.
Ο πατέρας μου και ο θείος μου είναι αδέλφια.
Ο πατέρας μου και ο θείος μου είναι αδέλφια. My father and my uncle are siblings.
Αδέλφια είναι. Αδέλφια. Αδέλφια. Αδέλφια.
Adelphia. Just want to know what the singular form is there. Adelphi. Okay. Like koritsi, koritsia for girl, and boy is agori, agoria.
Η θεία μου δεν έχει αδέλφια.
Thea mu, my aunt. Ben echi does not have. Adelphia, siblings. Almost said children.
Η ξαδέρφη μου.
It's an odd sentence. Η ξαδέρφη μου, my cousin, female.
Αυτή είναι η οικογένεια μου.
Αυτή είναι η οικογένειά μου. This is my family. And the word this is agreeing in gender with the noun that it's pointing at. Family.
Οικογένεια.
So the
Οικογένεια.
this one, the middle, belongs to the word. The a accented belongs to the mu, that fact.
Ο γάμος μου και ο σύζυγος μου.
Γάμος μου και ο σύζυγός μου. Σύζυγός μου. The husband of mine. Here, you don't get
Γάμος. Γάμος.
secondary high tone.
Γάμος. Μου.
because it's too close to
Γάμος.
the original accent. But here,
Σύζυγος.
the word accent is far enough away, you get a second high tone.
Ο γάμος μου και ο σύζυγος μου.
Σύζυγός μου. My husband and my spouse and my husband. Oh, my wedding?
Γάμος.
Marriage or my wedding. Και is and. Ο σύζυγός μου. My husband.
Αυτή δεν είναι η θεία μου.
Αυτή δεν είναι η θεία μου. She, subject. Αυτή δεν είναι, isn't. Η θεία μου, my aunt, aunt.
Η θεία μου διαβάζει εφημερίδα.
Εφημερίδα, reads a newspaper. My aunt. How's my league doing? 16th, tough crowd. Almost 5,000 to my 450. So, respect. Glad people are. I think time on Duolingo is really well spent. People are learning languages, and that's great. You can learn so many for the low cost of free and your time. Grandfather. Papoose.
Ο παππούς.
Double pie there in the middle. Η σύζυγος.
Ο σύζυγος.
Γιαγιά.
Η γιαγιά.
Grandmother.
Ο παππούς.
So, us for the nominative singular. Η γιαγιά.
Η γιαγιά.
Γιαγιά.
Η γιαγιά μου και ο παππούς μου.
Η γιαγιά μου, my grandmother. Και ο παππούς μου. Ο παππούς μου. And my, very far away, grandfather.
Η νονά της είναι παιδί.
Νονά της είναι παιδί. Νονά granddaughter.
Νονά.
Godmother είναι παιδί. Της meaning her. Godmother. Είναι is παιδί a child.
Ο μπαμπάς μου είναι ο γιος της.
Okay, so the sound is a b, voice stop. We write moo pie. Something to do with a cow. But those two letters together, nasal and voiceless stop, to write b. Because the beta, the old voice stop, has become fricative now. Ο μπαμπάς μου είναι ο γιος της. Her son. So it's my
Μπαμπάς.
dad is her son. Babas. Okay, of course.
Ο νονός.
Be the godfather.
Η μητέρα σου είναι συγγενής μου.
Tera, mother. So, su, his, your mother. Είναι συγγενές μου is my relative.
Συγγενής.
Bahuvrihi, sin.
Συγγενής.
Having the same genis, family tree, basically. Having the same origin. Your mother is my relative.
Η εγγονή μου. Εγγονή.
Inborn are the pieces here.
Εγγονή.
My granddaughter.
Είσαι ο εγγονός μου.
Είσαι ο εγγονός μου. Είσαι, you are my grandson.
Ο εγγονός μου είναι συγγενής μου.
Συγγενής μου. My relative. My
Ο εγγονός μου είναι συγγενής μου.
grandson is my relative. Ο εγγονός μου είναι. You see a double gamma like that? It was an old ng, I think. And still is. Εγγονός, right?
Ο εγγονός μου είναι συγγενής μου.
Συγγενής. Ada μου. My grandson is my relative.
Ο εγγονός μου είναι συγγενής μου. Ο νονός μου είναι παιδί.
Godfather είναι παιδί, is a child.
Ο μπαμπάς μου και η μαμά μου.
Μπαμπάς μου, my dad, και η μαμά μου, and my mom.
Η νονά.
Not the godmother.
Ο νονός και η νονά μου.
Nos και η νονά μου. The nos, godfather, και η νονά μου, and my godmother. So it's possible that the final mu
Νονά.
has both nouns in its scope. My godfather and godmother. Looks like, yeah, both are possessed by the
Μου.
governed.
Μου.
What the right verb would be there. Mu applies to both of them, has both in its scope.
Γεια σου, γιαγιά.
Hello. Yeah, grandmother.
Ο εγγονός μου είναι συγγενής μου.
Ο εγγονός μου είναι συγγενής μου. My grandson is my relative.
Ο μπαμπάς μου και ο παππούς μου.
Ο μπαμπάς μου, my dad, και ο παππούς μου, and my grandfather.
Ο νονός και η νονά μου.
Ο νονός και η νονά μου. My godfather and godmother. Ay. Did ancient Greek not have the eng? Is that why they had to innovate the double gamma? They did have it. That was what it wrote, yeah. So, where would you see? Angelos, like the word angel. In Greek letters is written with alpha, gamma, gamma. And it's not a long g, it's ng. The way the Romans spelled it when they borrowed it tells us that. Angelos. Originally a messenger. So that's also why it would be from our word, the source of our word phalanx, phalanx, with the gamma here, and a xi for the nominative singular. Not g-x, but nx. We have the word phalanges for the plural of this. Larynx, pharynx, and so on. Those sphinx would be another one. So you get it with gamma following anga, angsa, a xi following, or a k, or a chi, I suppose, too. Anki. That's one way to see. See if one comes to mind here soon. But anyway, in these combinations, the gamma will be for an egg. It was called angma, A-N-G-M-A. This phenomenon, where so it was regarded as a different subsidiary value of the gamma, or maybe its own letter. I don't know. Can't speak on that. So Latin didn't invent a separate letter for that eng sound either. It just co-opted the already existing n. It wasn't necessary to modify it. But it only captures one aspect of the eng sound, namely its nasality. Okay, let's go back to Yiddish, which we haven't done in a while. Topic is need. Der Hotel. Hotel. Der Billet. Ticket, I guess. Der Billet, maybe. Das Geschäft. Das Geschäft is a business, place of business. Neuter, as in German. The ticket. Billet, I recognize as a French word. Note that the T is sounded, though. Billet. So this may have been borrowed from French back when French had a T there. Very likely. Billet. Or through the medium of a Slavic language, maybe. Der Hotel.
The Kleid is nicht do.
Kleid. Shift of gender there. If that's... Oh, does it mean dresses? No, is nicht da.
Kleid.
Kleid. Okay, with it.
Nicht. Kleid.
Kleid for grocery.
The
Kleid.
The store is nicht da, is not here. The grocery is not here. Der Hotel.
Ich kim sofort.
Ich kim sofort. I'm coming right away. Immediately.
Ich darf Shampoo.
Ich darf shampoo. I need shampoo.
Du sind von a hotel.
Do zennen fil. What's that? Finif.
Du sind von a hotel.
Finif hotel. Okay. N for the plural.
Du sind von a hotel.
Can't really hear it though. There are 5 hotels. Here. Oops. Here are 5 hotels. I don't think so. Boleta for the ticket word, yeah? Boleta? That looks quite different, actually. Bolletta. Ticket. Death. Bill receipt. Bollettear. Bowl tier. Borrowed from Old Italian bolletta. Receipt, bill, bolla. Oh, like a papal bull, a proclamation. Bulla, yeah. Bubble blister, bull, papal, seal. Bill, note, paper, money. Bolletta. So, what's going on with billet? The French word. Also from bulla. Billet. Boulette, also connected. And this proclamation from Gaulish. Wait, this one? Yeah. Okay, originally knob boss stud. Blister also. Round metallic seal certifying medieval official documents. Bow swelling from Gaulish. Sounds swell.
Ich darf Shampoo.
Ich darf, I need. Okay, we gotta get our Yiddish keyboard. Ich. Alright. IQ, right? Darf. DARF. C for Shin, yeah. Shampoo. Ich darf Shampoo. Ich. Oh, forgot a letter there, yeah. Darf Shampoo. Who is called middle? Wer
Wer heißt
middle.
Middle.
Heißt a single word to be called.
Die Kleiten sind da.
The addresses are here. Clayton is tickets. Oh, okay, yeah. Clayton.
Wie viel Billetten darfst du?
How many Billetten darfst du? Fused one. How many tickets do you need? Billetten, right?
Wie viel Billetten darfst du?
Wie viel Billetten darfst du?
Ich mach es.
Ich mach es. I make it.
Ich darf sofort à Bank.
Ich darf sofort a Bank. I need a bank immediately. An apple. An apple
is
bissel bitter. An apple is nicht bitter. Es ist süß. Süß. An apple is not bitter, it is sweet.
Dein Shampoo ist da.
Dein Shampoo is due. Your shampoo is here.
Nein, ich hab nicht kein Billett.
Nein, ich hab nicht kein Billett. No, I don't have a ticket. Do not have a ticket.
Wie ist mein Hotel?
Wie ist mein Hotel? Where is my hotel? Wie spelled wo?
Wie ist mein Shampoo?
Wie ist mein Shampoo? Where is my shampoo?
Du sind ein Hotel.
Da sind 5 Hotels. Here are 5 hotels. Here we go.
Ich darf Shampoo.
Ich, written with Aleph.
Ich
darf.
Ich darf Shampoo.
Shampoo. I need shampoo.
Die Kleiten sind da.
The stores are here. Alright, everyone. Thanks very much for watching. Have a good evening. I'll see you next time.